Alex Guarnaschelli is among the top personalities on Food Network. But what caused her to vanish from the kitchen so abruptly, leaving fans with neither notice nor explanation? Shows on Food Network, such as The Kitchen, usually feature a steady lineup of celebrity chefs serving as hosts or judges. Yet, in early 2024, several episodes of The Kitchen aired without Alex Guarnaschelli, sparking curiosity among fans since the show never addressed her sudden absence. One Reddit user commented, "I'm watching The Kitchen and noticed that Alex Guarnaschelli has not been in the last 2 episodes of this new season. I'm bummed because she explains her dishes in such a calm, cool way. It puts me in a peaceful mode."
It's all about what they end up putting on the plate.
Many of Alex's followers spoke up in the comments, with most finding her absence odd at the very least, while a few grew more suspicious, tossing around flimsy theories that she might have been let go. Soon after, additional unusual developments only deepened the doubts of these skeptical fans. Shortly after fans started noticing Alex Guarnaschelli's sudden disappearance from The Kitchen, a strange twist made things even more confusing. Viewers quickly realized that the Food Network hadn't just left her out of a few episodes, they had completely removed her from the show's website. It wasn't just a matter of excluding her from listings for new episodes. Her image was being pulled from past episode thumbnails as well. For instance, the thumbnail for Season 33, Episode 11, replaced Alex with co-host Jeff Morrow, without any explanation. To some, this seemed like clear evidence that Guarnaschelli was not only off the show, but that the network was deliberately trying to erase her presence, perhaps to distance themselves from the celebrity chef. Yet, this bizarre behavior by Food Network didn't stop there. Being a host or judge on a Food Network show like The Kitchen involves more than just filming episodes. It also includes going on promotional tours, giving press interviews, and attending the network's various live events. So when Food Network announced a live The Kitchen event in Miami, Florida, on February 25, 2024, fans immediately noticed that Alex Guarnaschelli wasn't listed. Her absence stood out because other hosts, including Katie Lee Beagle, Jeffrey Zakarian, and Jeff Morrow, were all scheduled to appear. The situation seemed even stranger since Guarnaschelli had been in South Beach, Florida the day before, making it easy to include her in the event. Sunny Anderson, another host, was also missing, but she clarified that she was simply taking a personal day. There was no explanation from Guarnaschelli or the network, leaving fans more confused and fueling speculation about her sudden disappearance. After Alex Guarnaschelli vanished from The Kitchen, had her name erased from the show's website, and didn't appear at a live event, viewers began digging online for answers about her sudden absence. Their search eventually led them to Guarnaschelli's social media accounts. Unlike former host Marcella Adolid, who shared a farewell message on Instagram when leaving the show, Guarnaschelli stayed largely silent until a fan commented on her Instagram story, suggesting her departure might have been a firing. In response to the fan expressing disappointment that she was no longer on the show, Guarnaschelli wrote, "That means a lot to me. More than you know. Thank you." Fans and media quickly interpreted this as proof that Guarnaschelli was officially off the show, with some speculating it hinted at a deeper story, possibly one she wasn't legally allowed to discuss. Still, the full truth remained out of reach.
I feel like I'm going to be a hot topic, so I'm going to keep quiet.
When Alex Guarnaschelli exited The Kitchen, countless fans were disappointed to see her go. But she wasn't just getting support from viewers. Her fellow Food Network personalities also rallied behind her on social media. Shortly after her apparent departure, Guarnaschelli shared a selfie on Instagram, adding a caption that many interpreted as a subtle nod to what had happened. "Don't let the small stuff get to you. Have a donut and coffee in your car. Hang in there." Whether Guarnaschelli's post was a subtle nod to her exit from The Kitchen remains unclear, but her colleagues' reactions made one thing obvious: they've got her back. Fellow host Katie Lee Beagle responded with 3 fire emojis. Other chefs, including Pretty Bird Chicken's Viet Pham and celebrity vegan chef Priyanka Naik, chimed in with encouraging comments as well. So even if the reason for Guarnaschelli's departure remains a mystery, it's clear that her fellow star chefs are standing behind her. Whether Alex Guarnaschelli was fired from The Kitchen or left on her own under tense circumstances, she hasn't explained anything publicly. That leaves the big question: why did she really leave the show? Online, several theories have emerged, sparking heated discussions among fans. Some, however, believe it's simply a cost-cutting move by Food Network. One Reddit user commented, "Budget purposes makes absolutely perfect, reasonable sense for the changes." Others weren't buying the idea that budget concerns were behind Alex's departure. One fan pointed to Food Network's constant reruns of older episodes, commenting, "Not sure why they need budget cuts when practically everything they air these days is a rerun." Alex Guarnaschelli vanished from The Kitchen back in February 2024, And since then, both fans and the media have been speculating about what really happened. Yet no official explanation has ever been offered. If it had been a friendly departure, the Food Network likely would have given her a proper send-off, especially after appearing in over 100 episodes. If it was Guarnaschelli's choice to leave, most would have expected her to post a farewell to her fans. But neither side has directly addressed the situation. Guarnaschelli has made only vague hints, enough to confirm that she's no longer on the show, but she has never explained why. The network has been even quieter, remaining completely silent except for removing her from the show's website. That's especially curious given that Guarnaschelli and Food Network are clearly still collaborating in some capacity. The situation may be stirring drama among fans, with viewers speculating about what went down between Alex Guarnaschelli and Food Network. But behind the scenes, the reality might be much simpler. While it's easy to assume there was some kind of dispute given how strangely it unfolded, the facts tell a different story. Guarnaschelli announced she'd be returning to Food Network, just not on The Kitchen. Her second season as host of Chow House premiered in late May 2024. She responded quickly to fans on Instagram who wanted to know where to catch her, while avoiding direct answers about her departure from The Kitchen. She also confirmed plans to appear on other Food Network programs, including Outchefed, just a few months after the controversy. So while she's no longer The Kitchen, it seems clear that Guarnaschelli and Food Network are still working together, and maybe there's no bad blood after all. Alex Guarnaschelli's exit from The Kitchen isn't the first time Food Network has suddenly dropped a host. In fact, it wasn't even the first controversial departure in 2024. Just weeks before Guarnaschelli left, Kids Baking Championship host and former sitcom star Valerie Bertinelli revealed that she had been let go with no explanation. On Twitter, Bertinelli explained that her contract had expired and she was looking forward to a renewal, but the network ghosted her, never even discussing a new deal. Like Guarnaschelli, the One Day at a Time star was mysteriously removed from a Kids Baking Championship special, and the network offered no public explanation for her departure. Rumors later suggested that the decision was tied to changes in corporate ownership following the Warner Brothers and Discovery merger. Whatever the details, it appears that Food Network management has a tendency to make sudden and unpopular changes and do so with little transparency. Alex Guarnaschelli's role on The Kitchen is just one part of her career. Beyond her Food Network appearances, she has a major job as an executive chef, a position she's held for years at the renowned Butter restaurant in New York.
This is from my restaurant, Butter.
In 2023, just like with her departure from The Kitchen, sharp-eyed internet users noticed clues that sparked speculation about Guarnaschelli leaving her restaurant. On Reddit, one fan observed that Butter's Instagram page, which previously listed Guarnaschelli as executive chef, no longer mentioned her in that role, although the restaurant's website still lists her name at the bottom of the menu. The fan suggested that, since Guarnaschelli owns Butter, this might be a way to maintain appearances for customers, even if she's no longer actively running The Kitchen. As with her exit from The Kitchen, details about this supposed change are limited. No official word has confirmed whether she remains in charge or has shifted to a less hands-on role. Whatever the reasons, the fact remains that Alex Guarnaschelli did not return to The Kitchen, as it was canceled in December 2025. Many fans had taken it upon themselves to investigate the situation, not just out of curiosity, but because they didn't want to see her leave. One fan shared on Instagram, "I stopped watching The Kitchen. I think it's a bit ridiculous they haven't acknowledged someone no longer being on the show." It wasn't only the missing information that frustrated fans. For many, Guarnaschelli was a major draw, and The Kitchen just wasn't the same without her. In fact, some viewers were so upset about her absence that they'd stopped watching altogether prior to the cancellation. One frustrated Reddit user wrote, "Her presence is greatly missed. I watched it primarily for her. Of course, no TV chef wins over everyone, and Guarnaschelli has her critics. Still, an informal Reddit poll in 2022 showed a clear trend. Most viewers genuinely like her, and her departure didn't sit well with those fans, especially now that the show has ended."
I love this woman. Not only is she an Iron Chef, she is one hell of a lady.